Alright, good afternoon, Craps fans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. Back at you for a trip report, really more than anything else from this last weekend. So, I did go out, my wife and I went out on Victory on Friday. Had a good time, had a really good time. And I ended up making like 195. So, it was definitely a grind strategy using the one that we've been testing, that I was testing last week, which was $25 don't pass, $50 lay on the come out. And so on a full table, oh my goodness, and not rolling against anybody that was setting a dice, no matter what. If they were touching them, setting them, changing them, I just said, nope, I'm not going to play against those people, even though I believe the amount of influence they have is marginal to none. That was my rule. Don't play against them. So I didn't. But there was only one other guy at the table, a gentleman in the corner, and I was at stick left, that was throwing pure random. So he was the only one I bet on. So it took a long time for it to do an orbit, come back to me. But anyway, I grounded out, made 195. It was 198. I think I gave the girl $3 after I left, because I already put in an alcohol order that showed up as I was at the cage. Anyway, so 195, I was happy with that, very good. So then I'm like, all right, I was jonesing to go back and see if I could do it 2 days in a row. So I went back Saturday by myself, and it was their VIP event, and I got my clock clean. So I was doing well. I was following my strategy, same thing, not betting on anybody except for myself. They had bumped the table limits up to $25, which I didn't notice when I got there, but it doesn't matter because the way I'm playing, I'm at that level anyway. And then the table got full because there was nobody there when I first got there. It was just me, which was great. Bam, bam, bam. I was up close to $200, and I was getting ready to say, okay, that's enough. And then the table started filling up. So people from the other table that had lost or whatever, came over to the other $25 table, because the other table was 25 also. And so I'm like, all right, one more. I'll do one more round, and then I'm done. Well, sure as shit, when I do that, so I got a 4. I doubled. So I had a $50 4 out there. I lost it. Went to a $150 4. I lost it. I went to a $300 4. I lost it. And then I went to a $500 4, and guess what? I lost it. So all those damn 4s in a row, and it was all on me. I had the dice the whole time. Could not hit a 7 for my life. Just hit the 4s, wiped out $1,000 just like that. So with what I had already made, my loss for the day was $745. So that was not fun. I did not enjoy that. But I did learn that, martingaling will kick your ass, right? So, that was a valuable lesson. It's a good lesson. So, I got home, told the wife, obviously she was like, I told you don't martingale. It's hard because when you get in a hole, especially with a grind strategy like that, you're not going to get out of the hole, without risking more to get it back. So at least that's what I found using wind craps. So I said, all right, I'll try it on wind craps, and I will do it again. And I'll just do $25 don't, $50 lay on the come out, flat. That's it. If I lose it, so there's a dollar big I just paid. So there's a 7. All right, come out 7. And I think the hedge is a good idea because it does cost me $1 to get my quarterback, which is good because there's certainly a lot more 7s, a lot less 11s. All right, so now we're on the 9. So we're on the 9, and basically that's it. So get my dollar back. Off on the lay, right? So now we just run it out. So there's an 8, and I do that for all numbers. It's hard. It's hard for me to not at least put odds on the 10, and if I hit the 4 to go back out there, but it's just more risk. So there's a 5, 4, 9. So we lose that quarter. And this just takes forever. Very little win, but it's also very little loss. All right, here we go, coming out. And we got a 3. So we get our quarter back. a 7. We lose $1. We'll go to 5, fever. So again, if I just play it that I, go back. 4. You just play it flat. Don't martingale it at all. 10. And don't do what I was doing, which was, hedging. Boy, that created quite the kerfuffle too on my hedging. So, when I tried to hedge this on Friday, no problem. Did it all day. So I hedged to 6 when 6 was the point. So I'm only risking the 5 to win 10, like I did on the series up to session 5. But when I tried to do it on Saturday, oh my goodness, you can't do that. You can't be on both sides. I'm like, well, I did it all day yesterday. They said, you guys, rules are great, but try to be consistent. Well, it's like that's the thing that frustrates me more than anything else. It's like, different bosses, different rules. That's not. I don't like that. 639. So they conferred. They talked to 3 different people, and in the end, they said, "Well, it's fine. I could do it." But it didn't seem like they were too happy about it. And then the other thing is on Friday, one of the dealers, Freddie, nice guy, he kept every time I knocked the 4 off and I want to go back out for a lay 4, he'd say, "No, you just put it on odds. It's, and save your vig," which he was right. It took me a while to learn that. I did 617 out. So, all right, so that's our quarter back there. Back out for our lay. We're off. This is not a bad strategy, but it's not a good video strategy because you just takes forever. I guess I should leave the dollar on there. That's what the dealers finally end up doing with me because they're always giving it back. They just leave the vig on top. All right, 10. And I told my wife, I was like, all right, well, 4. I'll just lower my win goal to $100, 10%. It's still pretty darn good. 2 credits. If I can get $100 and walk, I'm happy. The thing I got to worry about is once I get to 100, there's a 7 out. Once I get to the 100 and I want to tip them, do I play some more to tip them so I'm above my 100, or do I just walk and tip them out of my winnings? All right, there's our, we already had it over here, $50 lay. Here we go. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm pretty confident that martingale is not the way to success, just because if you don't hit it, it's great, but when you do hit it, it's pretty darn painful, especially when you get the succession of 4. So either I got to learn how to throw the dice, control the dice to get more 7s, which is what I was trying to do unsuccessfully, or I just need to take my lumps. I'm either going to be up or down. 6, 5, 11. Good for a 7. Here's a 4. And there's a 7. Alright, so here's a quarter. Oh, are we up 100 yet? Here's our lay back coming out. When you lose the lay, boy, those come out 7s, sure are prevalent. You lose the lay, now you're down 50. Got to get it back. So, you just got to play that many more hands to get it back. All right, so we're on a 10. Off on our lay. This will be the last hand since I've already given you my trip report. And I don't think you want to watch it. All right, so there's a 5, 2, 7 out. So that's a quarter. Let's see what we ended up with. All right, so we still got our 5 in black. We got exactly 5 in green. So there's our starting bankroll. Let's see what we got. 25, 50, 75, 10, 15, 16. All right, so we got $95, $96. So that's not bad. I mean, that's a nice meal, and you're done. Now the question is the tipping part of it. So do I leave them 10 bucks, 10% of my winnings? I don't know. I would probably continue to play a little bit, try to get up above 100 and then cash out. But that's generally where I get my ass handed to me. So anyway, that's how the trip was. It was fun. It was educational. Well, but the losing part was not fun. I don't care what anybody says. That was not fun. But I could afford to lose it. Didn't want to lose it, but I could afford to. So there you go. All right. So from here on out, no martingale. I'm just going to do the straight 25. I'm still going to do the 50 hedge, lay hedge on the come out. And if I get knocked off, I'm just going to keep playing it out and hope that the probability of hitting a don't pass will recoup that, and then I can make a little bit of profit. All right, thanks for watching, and have a great crappy day.